Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Bear Pod brought to you by Bear TV. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. We're probably on all those things right now.
TikTok.
On me.
You could have let it go. He didn't want to let that one
It's
go.
your host, Antonio Man, and I'm here with my special co-host. Please say your name for the people.
What's up, y'all? It's Julian Johnson, a.k.a. Jewels. I wish I could do more, but like my voice is almost gone still. But I'm here. Hi, guys.
And we have a special guest with us right now, another Bear Pod member. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's Ezinne. How y'all doing? Wait, should I give my socials?
We can do that.
Okay.
We can do that.
That can wait.
So for those who don't know, hopefully you do know, especially if you attend the illustrious Morgan State University the National Treasure, and you are a resident of Maryland. There's something coming up called the elections. But before we get into that, let's get into some church announcements.
Well, again, Antonio said, Election Day is coming up November 8th. But on top of that, we also have it is November Native Indigenous Month. Sorry, English. But it's also Men's Empowerment Month because it's November. So make sure y'all look out for the different men's events from different orgs that are going on throughout the month, et cetera, et cetera. We got Smooth and Morgan Mile and the different frats on campus. So make sure y'all look out for those events. Me and him are a part of Smooth, so y'all best believe we'll be at some of those events.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't be one of those people that say men's health is not looked at and then don't attend any of these events or don't even at least try to see some of these things going on because we're trying to talk about men's mental health and we're trying to make it better. All right, so it's time to spill the honey. Let's talk about this election. I believe you had some stats from some professors.
Yes. So me and Ezinne are part of this class with Professor Dawkins, and he conducted basically a little bit of a survey about, just about the election, about people voting, things of that nature. And out of 22 people, which is me and Ezinne included, 9 people have voted before. 13 haven't voted before. 3 of the 13 who haven't voted before do plan on voting for November 8th. So then 13 minus 3, that's 10 people who still do not plan on voting. And of those people, the main reason why they said they weren't going to vote was because they either don't have enough information or they don't understand voting as a whole. I remember some people even said, well, I kind of just follow whatever my parents say, something like that, which is understandable. But I mean, once you're 18, you start going towards bills and all these other different types of things. So you would assume that, maybe you want to, play a part into what happens moving forward with your future.
Mm-hmm. I feel like more young black people should at least attempt to vote, especially since it feels like they make it so hard for us in particular to vote. Mm-hmm. And if that's happening, there must be a reason why it's so hard for us to vote. So we probably should do it. But Ezinne, don't you have some sound bites for us?
Yes, I do. So like Julian is saying, like a lot of people are talking about how they have reservations for like voting. So I got, a few of my students to give some interviews. I have a soundbite from a junior here.
But yeah, I think that's the biggest one in terms of like voting specifically, voter suppression, and how like certain communities don't have like the same opportunity or the same rights as other like white majority communities. So I think that's like one of the big reasons. But I know like Stacey Abrams in Georgia, she's like trying to like change that right now. I know like there was a difference in the 2020 presidential election because Georgia for the first time in I don't know how many years it turned blue. So like I'm seeing some difference. I can say that. But yeah, like voter suppression is like the only one I can really think of offhand. That's like a big controversy for like voting.
So in pre-production, Julian did not like that answer at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, and I don't want to attack this person because you're also my fellow Morganite, but I don't attack people at all. I love all people. But at the same time, that doesn't really make sense if you're saying like you potentially want to vote in the future and things of that nature, because that's what Ezinne told me off camera as well. It's like you're listening, and he said he didn't have any reason as to why he didn't want to vote, but then when Ezinne asked him about the things that he is worried about and stuff, he says voter suppression. So clearly that means that plays a factor in you not wanting to vote. But then at the same time, he also said that, I know we're making progress, so then why wouldn't you want to be a part of that progress? Now, I'm not trying to attack him. I'm just questioning, because that's my job as a journalist as a whole, is to question. And that just doesn't make sense to me. Don't you want to be a part of the revolution? And it's not, we're not a stabby revolution. We're more so of a social revolution. And don't you want to be a part of that and continue to play your part? Because if you're not voting or if you're not doing anything else or something of that nature, you're doing nothing. Because talk is cheap. I'm just going to keep it a bean. Like, that's just what it is.
I definitely see that. I definitely see that, Julian. And, like, just in his defense, like I've said, we've had this conversation on camera, but I just feel as though, like, a lot of times our generation is discouraged. Like, we just don't believe that we can make a difference. And, yes, it's not a great excuse to not vote, but it's like you got to really acknowledge the fact that, you know, all of these controversies and other things do play a role in why, you know, we feel like what we, you know, say or do doesn't matter to everybody else. So maybe he's just a little discouraged.
Yeah. I understand why he's discouraged, but I also feel like that, like, to piggyback what Julian said, is if you're not a part of the revolution, you're kind of against it. So we gotta do something.
Yeah, but I also have another soundbite, a more positive one on that note about people who vote and things of that nature, or, you know, things of that nature. So I have a soundbite from Dale Sanders. She's a sophomore. Shout out Dale. I know Damon on pre-production knows her and stuff, but she's on the choir with me. But here's what she had to say about voting.
I think it's very important because right now the only view that, you know, elections have are older people, and the world is evolving constantly, so it's just more important for young people to get involved with voting and knowing what's going on, you know, especially when you're a young adult, because that's when you start to, you know, actually, you know, you're a functioning adult. You need to be paying attention to how much money you're making, why you're making this much money, how I can make more, why I'm making less. You know, it just gets important as you grow up. So I think we need to start younger so that it's not as much as a challenge.
Yeah, so that's what she had to say. And I again, it resonates with my point earlier. Again, like, at least do something, because I know people say, oh, I don't understand it, but you didn't understand technology at first. You didn't understand your English alphabet at first. You didn't understand, like, so many different things in life. Like, we have majors. You have to be good at your major over time to get your job. It's the same thing with voting and things of that nature. So I feel like we should take more initiative to do that stuff, because it's really important. Like, I can't stress this enough. It's really important, especially if we want to be the generation that really changes stuff.
And it's just like every generation, I feel like it's the same excuse. It's like, it's almost like no progress. But I feel like there should be, especially as technology is advancing, how information is advancing. It's so easy to just learn something. But going into that, how have y'all been feeling about this current election? Well, I know it's kind of different for you because you're not a resident of Maryland, but even from Milwaukee.
So I actually sent in my mail-in ballot already. It was, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be so lazy to do so because I'd be busy and stuff. But again, I have to make the initiative to do it. So I sent in my mail-in ballot about like 2 weeks ago or so. I know about the different people a little bit. Like, when I had my ballot out, I didn't do my research right away. But like, when I was there, I was like, okay, let me go see, you know, who's who. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I was leaning towards a way that I didn't expect a little. But then I read a little bit more and I was like, okay, never mind. Okay, I'm back. I was right. Like, I was right what I was trying to do, because I was about, I might vote for this Republican. And I was like, wait a second.
Oh, Julian,
nope.
let's relax.
Well,
not too much.
Julian?
Not too much.
I am Democrat.
Republican Julian.
Like,
No,
be for real.
But,
Be for
you know,
real.
but I ended up, I think I voted all Democrat. But, like, you know, but still, I looked at some of the different people, because I was like, it's more than just Republican versus Democrat, and also versus Trump now, because that's a thing also.
Yeah.
But it's more so about whose political ideas and everything align with you, and it shouldn't be. As a like, not even a race.
Not to cut you off.
We always try to do one or the other.
Not to cut you off, but it's that everything is like a football team. It's like, it's like, I love here and I'll be here no matter what. We had a 0-16 season. How many games in the NFL season? It don't matter. A 0-18 game season, but it don't matter. That's still mine. And it don't have to be that way. It don't have to be just left versus right, because not everybody's going to have every opinion you agree with. Not just the I'm about to say Dominican, Democratic, not this Democratic person is going to have every
Ideology.
Thank you.
Yes.
That you agree with. And it's not every Republican is going to have the same ideology that you're going to agree with. But yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just how.
No, you're totally right. I agree with that. But I know, Ezinne, you have one more soundbite from a professor about what he said about voting to kind of close us out and stuff.
I think voting is important because it is the absolute least we can do to make the world a better place, right? Like, once every 2 years, every 4 years, we can spend an hour of our time, you know, you know, making choices about how we are governed and what some of the laws will be. And I think there's a lot more that we should be doing than voting, but it is kind of the least we can do. Sometimes we have to vote for somebody that we disagree with and fight in other ways for the issues that we agree with.
Yeah.
See, I'm not far off.
You're not far off, but like he said, like you have to just kind of vote for the best bet. Like sometimes we're picking between two evils, and it's just like you have to just do that work. And I know that he said like later on you got to do that work and just vote. And then if you have to protest or do whatever once they get into office, then it kind of makes it easier to do that. But it's just like voting is the least we can do, and then we got to just add on from there.
Mm-hmm. Gotta pick and choose your battles, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm being told that it's time to wrap up this topic, even though I have really enjoyed this conversation between y'all. Can y'all
closing remarks, man?
Closing remarks? I don't have any, but can y'all please say your social medias, or can she please?
Yeah, well, my social media is Princess Ezinne on every platform, and yeah, I'm Ezinne. And also, I feel as though like as young people, we just gotta vote, man. Just literally
get out there and vote.
Get out there and vote, because at the end of the day, they don't know what we want unless we say that.
Hallelujah.
Well, Julian did ask if I have any closing remarks, but I do think it's a little sad that it feels like my parents have been going through this. My parents' have been saying, well, let's go vote. My parents' has been saying, let's go vote. It's a little disheartening, but we're going to talk about something else in the next topic. We will be back.
Oh, wait, I mean, I got socials.
Well, no, yeah, you here the whole day, though.
I forgot. You're right.
So we are back with another Bear Paw member. They said I couldn't say my intro for you again. So can you please introduce yourself?
My man, my name's Cole.
Cole.
You see how I did that? I said my man because your last name.
Cole.
Yeah.
Okay,
Carry on.
So in all seriousness, we just saw 2 days ago one of the Migos, Takeoff, just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And before we even get into it, I don't know if y'all remember, because we all wasn't in the same grade, but I remember 6th grade when the Migos like really started popping. I'm about to graduate college. Like, they've been a part of my life for a long time, and I was always one of those Takeoff is the best member of the Migos. I was always on that Takeoff wave. So it hit me a little different when I woke up, what day is it? Thursday, when I woke up Tuesday morning and saw that he passed away.
That was really crazy because, like you said, bro, I thought about this the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, bro, the Migos been out for 10 years.
I'm saying.
Bro, and I was like,
10 years?
10.
Yes.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We old, bro. 10 years. They pretty much a classic group. They was supposed to come out with their greatest hits album or something, right?
Damn.
But this is like, bro, it did not seem like that even needed to have happened, but yeah.
Yeah, and he was murdered. And I feel like a lot of rappers.
That was some mess, bro. He was just trying to be a mediator, apparently.
And there's so many, it's been a lot of rappers these last 4 years who died from drugs or from gun violence. We got Pop Smoke, we got PNB Rock, we got Desto, we got Trouble, we got XXXTentacion, we got Juice WRLD. It's just a lot of Lil Keed, Young Dolph. Like, the list just goes on. There's a Vaughn. The list really just goes on, and it's like, it's really upsetting because, like, I don't know, I don't know about y'all, but it just affects my mental when I see these rappers, especially a lot of these rappers I really like, and they dying, and a lot of them is releasing posthumous albums, and it's just like, yo, he's not here to keep making music, and
it still blows me to this day, man. It really blows me because it's like, man, we were really supposed to have y'all for longer. And, like, the main thing I always think about is, like, Juice WRLD, one of his songs, he was like, I'm not going to make it past the 26 club or something. You know, you remember what lyric I'm talking about. But, like, and that resonates with me because it's like, wow, some of these people really don't make it. Now, granted, I think Takeoff was 28, if I'm not mistaken, when he passed away. But, like,
Pop Smoke was 20 when he died.
Real.
Yeah. Our age.
Bro, I'm saying.
Our age, man. It really sucks.
Like, it's, It's bad. And then let's talk about something else. There's a lot of people who are recording the dead bodies.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with that, man, because that, first of all, bro, like, that really just epitomizes what we as a culture, like, value. You dig what I'm saying? It's the shock value. It's the clout chase part of it. It's the... Mind you now, a lot of these people was recording prior to the shooting even happening because they just, you know, even when we think we're like meerkats, even we can sense an altercation and have the phones out already. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like...
We can sense it.
Yeah, we really can. We really can sense it. But then my point is, if we can really sense it, why can't we then avoid it? It's just like everyone's sitting there waiting on it to happen. Like, ain't no one thinking, all right, how can we be proactive? How can we initiate?
They don't want to be a part of
how
the
can
trouble.
we tone it
De-escalation,
down?
right?
They don't want to be a part of the trouble, bro. That's the thing. They don't want to be a part of the trouble. And I understand that. Protect your safety. But at the same time, somebody has to step up. It's kind of what I think of even with, like, I know this is totally different, but like the George Floyd thing, a lot of people just sat there and did. I'm glad somebody recorded it so we could see it. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like somebody could have done something sometimes, you know, and I understand it's law enforcement, but it's the same thing in the hood sometimes. Like, everybody just sits there, but nobody wants to be a casualty as well.
In my opinion, I think those are out of two different things. Because with the George Floyd thing, a lot of people are doing it just out of simple fear of the police and how unjust they are.
No, I get that.
To where as though, but in the hood, it's who wants to look like the tough and who don't want to look like a punk. You dig what I'm saying?
That's true.
Anybody who's seen as being a de-escalator is viewed as the person that don't want smoke and is a little, you feel me, sweet or whatever, and don't nobody want to look like that now. And as a culture, we value the street violence. We value, that is what's seen as being black. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people, if you ask what does it mean to be black, they're going to list off a lot of stereotypes and not even the wholesome facts about, you feel me, the culture and stuff like that. And that's becoming what we're making it out of. We've what do you call it, capitalized on all of the things that sell and pretty much epitomized that in our culture and made that the thing that makes us who we are rather than the things that we started with.
Yeah, I have a video from Gilly to summarize what Gilly was saying. He was saying that every time something bad happens, the first thing people do is record these rappers with their phones, record these people with their phones instead of calling 911, instead of trying to help mediate or anything. The first thing they do is record. And even if you don't want to jump in, the least you could do is just call somebody. Not call anybody, call the paramedics.
And what I understand, there have been a couple of eyewitnesses that did step forward. There was a girl on Instagram. She was getting dragged on the internet for saying that she did step forward to the police. She was like, I don't care what y'all say, this, that, and the third. Y'all want to keep on saying don't snitch and abide by this street code stuff.
Bro.
A lot of people are just civilians, and you got to allow people to act as civilians, bro, because at the end of the day, a lot of people talking about don't snitch this, don't snitch that. But if you being robbed by gunpoint and you see a police officer across the street, I would only hope that you flag him down and ask him for some help, because that's what I would do. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even ready to sit here and hold anybody like I'm a street. No, bullets hurt. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't got time for that. I'm young. We ain't about to do all of that. The only time where I don't even want to think about a type of situation where I'd even need to have to carry a gun. So I would just keep it. Don't be no sort of demon out here, bro. No more demon time, bro.
And another thing that Gilly also kind of said was about, like, you're re-traumatizing the family that already has to deal with it in the first place.
Facts.
That was Quavo's cousin.
Facts.
First of all,
That was Quavo's nephew.
That was his nephew.
Sorry, that was Quavo's nephew, and then Offset's cousin. Sorry, and like people were like, "Well, what happened to Quavo afterwards when he passed out?" Bro, my dog, basically my brother, even though it's his nephew, that's basically his brother at that point, bro. They super close. Just passed out. Just died in front of me. Of course, I'm going to be in shock, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's like
Disbelief.
I don't care. This ain't a movie, bro. This is not a movie. I know y'all don't watch anime and stuff, but like one of the main characters, when his person died, when his borderline brother died, he passed out, and rightfully so. And that's what happens when these traumatic things happen to people. Your body reacts in a certain way, man. You're not just gonna be on go mode right away, because that's just a lot. That's a lot of mental trauma that happens. And a lot of people, you have to realize you're re-traumatizing people when you put these videos out, when you do all that stuff, and then you with no concern. And then, like, oh, man, that really sucks.
And then,
man.
honestly, to add to that point, a lot of Social media entertainers, a lot of these media outlets jump at the opportunity. A lot of times where I wouldn't be surprised if we go to TMZ or the Shade Room and see their templates and realize that they got a couple of this rapper died templates written up just so they can be the first ones out. You dig what I'm saying? But I wanted to just bring up another point of why y'all gotta, like, the homie security don't work. Homie security is not real security, bro. Just because you got the gang with you and everybody got a pistol don't mean that all y'all gonna be alive at the end of the day, bro. Just the appearance of a gun means the possibility of your life ending is true. You dig what I'm saying? And it's very real, bro. Homie security is not the best security. And there's not even security, bro, because there's videos of the dude, he had his gun out while they was arguing. Just arguing. I'm talking about he already had the pistol out looking around like he was trying to start something. And then Quavo walked away like, bro, yeah, no, we leaving because I'm going to have to hurt somebody. This, that, and the third. You dig what I'm saying? And walk past it, yo. Anyways, I'm not trying to be a detective or nothing like that, but it was really a case of ego. It was a case of ego.
Like most cases.
Most times it's over women, money, or ego, man. And that's just, yo, your life is worth more than that. Exactly, bro. And then the fact that this happened during, you said Mental Health Awareness Month and stuff like that.
Men's Empowerment Month.
Men's Empowerment Month, bro. We need to empower our brothers to put your fists up, guns down, bro, or even talk it out, man. You can't. Every dispute don't gotta end in gunfire, bro. Cause
somebody dying.
That's corny.
Guns are
it's
lethal.
corny.
They ain't meant to injure.
Listen, I'm gonna say this one point and I'm gonna wrap it up. But they are already trying to lock us up. They already trying to take our leaders, bro. And what's the difference between a good business plan and a bad business plan? A bad business plan is you got to keep on feeding into it in order for that to work. A good business plan is all you got to do is kickstart it and then it starts working on its own. You dig what I'm saying? Amen. This is by design. Us being raised without fathers, us growing up with ego problems, us knowing not how to talk to each other. That's a problem. This has been designed for us to self-destruct, and we need not to do that.
Definitely. But we're going to close it out and everything. Cole, I know I told you get his socials and all that stuff, man.
You don't have social media?
I live under a rock. Your boy's Patrick Star, man.
I forgot, bro. Mr. Star himself.
Yeah, man. They coming soon. I know.
I said that a whole year ago.
If you're watching or listening to this, I would suggest listening to some happy music because we're not going to keep talking about sad things. We're going to talk about something happy in the next topic. We will be back.
Peace.
All right, we're back with another segment. We're here with our video producer, Charnay.
Hi.
So we're here to talk about Cole's favorite holiday, but also her favorite holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and how people just say, forget Thanksgiving and just skip directly to Christmas. And Cole feels very strongly about this, but Julie, how you feel about that?
Hold up, no, back up. Because first of all, what you're not gonna do is your favorite holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are two separate holidays.
No, well, I should have said.
No, my favorite holiday is a season, the Christmas season. Cole believes that Thanksgiving should not he's over here going like this.
I agree with Cole.
No. Here, listen. Okay.
Right.
Christmas is a season. Christmas has the songs. It has the decorations. It has the atmosphere.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is one day that has no songs, that has nothing at all. Like, there's, like, what you want to put a turkey up?
But y'all can't wait till December 1st
I'm
to
trying
celebrate?
to say that when November hits, it's the Christmas season. Like, I'm gearing up for it. Like, I've got the decorations out. I'm blasting Mariah Carey. Like, it's time. Thanksgiving is a meal. That's a meal that happens during the Christmas season.
She said she said Thanksgiving is the opening act to Christmas.
But no, it's not even the opening act. It's just like a part of the season.
Cole is in so much.
I'm livid right now because like, how dare you do that?
No, but like that to mediate this conversation. I feel like you can't see could be having the backdrop, but fall like Maryland as a whole is so pretty around the fall time. The leaves be a bunch of different colors. It be a certain vibe. It's like it's not too cold, but it's not too hot. You walk outside, your Timberlands is crunching up the leaves. It makes me feel good.
And so tell me tell me just not putting on a Christmas song don't do something for you with this weather. Like, tell me it don't do something. Or going to Starbucks, and now they have the holiday cups now.
They have the holiday cups already?
Yeah, the holiday cups started today.
That's your problem. You following Starbucks. See, that's exactly the problem right
excuse me. I'm not following Starbucks. I'm following my heart and my spirit. And Cole is on the side doing a whole lot of this and that. And I don't appreciate it because I'm talking about some real stuff. Okay, whatever. But I think. Oh, I'm sorry.
But do you not like Thanksgiving? Do you not like hanging out with the family?
I like Thanksgiving. It used to be my favorite holiday, but
See, the truth comes out. Her Batman origin story.
It used to be my favorite holiday,
thickens.
but now it's just like it's not how it used to be. It's just a day where I'm sitting with my immediate. It's just like my parents and my sister. You know, it's like any other day.
So what was the change? What was the distinct moment, or like just the not even moment, but like the transition?
I'm saying from it going to like being around all family, and it's like games and like movies and all that, and now it's just a regular day. But I can take, and so it doesn't have that feeling. But Christmas has that feeling for a whole like 2 months.
To piggyback off what she's saying. I used to be a whole big thing. I go to my cousin's house. My cousins come to my house. A bunch of family members. We making a bunch of food. It was a big, beautiful thing. Me and my cousins playing Modern Warfare. Me and my cousins playing Halo. Me and my cousins playing 2K.
Ooh, Halo! My stuff.
It used to be a big thing, and nowadays it's just the same people that's in the house. It's just like, what's the difference between this dinner and a different one? It's just the food that she made now that makes it different. But I see what she's saying, but that's why there is now like, you see more like Friendsgivings. Yeah. You see more people just trying to make their own
I love
traditions.
Friendsgiving though. Friendsgiving was cool. I did one on my senior year of high school. That was cool because it was like, oh, it's not my family, and I could be a little more myself and stuff like that. Like that's cool. I think we should do a Friendsgiving, everybody. That'd be cool. Like it can be like before everybody leaves to do whatever they got to do. But I think that's a really dope thing to do overall. I have the house for it. So
who can cook?
I can cook.
I can cook when I want to.
And I can
cook.
bake.
But can y'all make macaroni and cheese?
Jerron said he could fry some chicken. He's
My sister makes a bomb mac and cheese with all the different
Jesus! I need that.
I need that mac and cheese and that sweet potato combo.
You see, look, she talking all this stuff about Thanksgiving. Look at you.
No,
like,
but don't get me started about.
don't do that.
No, Christmas is when I tell y'all that Christmas special episode, I'm gonna be a different person.
Honestly, I'm a little excited to see how excited she's going to be about Christmas. Because she's usually at like a 5, but it's like as soon as you say the word Chris, it's just like a 10.
Yes.
All you guys named Chris out there.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. It's just, I don't know. It excites me to see how excited other people are around this time of year. Like, I know when Christmas time comes, you start seeing the Christmas lights everywhere. I'm a firm believer that Christmas lights should just be a thing, like in public spaces anyway. It just makes everything look so much prettier.
It does.
But
one thing I will say also, like with the seasons changing and everything, to be real, like this is the time of seasonal depression. And so people's levels will start to go down of serotonin. And with that being said, it's nice to give yourself joy in your own ways. So if it is putting up a tree earlier or putting up those lights or giving yourself that joy, knowing that like your levels are low, but you can give yourself a boost, like Christmas does that for me. So that kind of is more on the realistic side what it is.
Okay, all right. So then that gives me clarity, and I respect that. I'm just saying, put some respect on like the stuff that comes beforehand. But I understand you. I understand what you're saying though.
And I respect Thanksgiving.
But I'm just like, for me, I'm like, okay, I want to get through this time period though, because it's like if I'm celebrating from now all the way till Christmas, that's 2 whole months basically. I feel like that's just too much for me personally.
I got a question.
That's why I'm like, as soon as hold up, but I'm almost done. But as soon as Thanksgiving's done, like, I immediately put up Christmas stuff right away. But I just want to like get through this first, because Christmas, like, as soon as the first day really hits of December, I really feel the Christmas spirit even more.
I understand.
You know what? I did have a very special question, but I'm going to hold it off for next week when it's our Thanksgiving episode. All right. She's telling me to get up like real bad. So we're going to end. we're going to end off, but next episode will be a Thanksgiving episode. We will come in, talk about what we're thankful for. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be all good. Please, everybody say their social medias.
My name is Charnae Brown, and my Instagram is char.naee. It'll be on the screen. Y'all can see it.
Will it be on the screen?
Yeah, I'm the editor.
Okay.
Again, this is Julian Johnson, aka Jewels, and then y'all can follow me on IG at JUELZ_IS on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Deacon Jewels. You can check out my music if you type in Jewels and then Time Will Tell on any platform, literally any platform. Then you'll see my music because y'all make some good music.
Charnae. I just wanted to do it. I'm sorry.
Wow. See, that's what it is. See, that's what it is. I knew y'all wanted to do it.
I just wanted to try it.
It's fine. It's fine.
So you can follow the host, SWAVEBABY, every social media platform on there. It's that. Even the ones people don't use, trust it's that.
Tumblr?
Yes. It's now. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're watching the video version of this podcast. Please make sure to like, share if you're watching this on wherever you listen to podcasts on. We will be back.
Peace.